Hey guys, what's up? I am GojiFan98's and welcome back for another new video for today. And I'm sorry I haven't made any new videos for a while because I was super busy as usually, but I will mention that on the accompanying post to let you guys know when I'll get more videos to track. So, on this video for today, I'm continue on for the next episode of GojiFan98's Toho Kaiju-A-Thon. Today I am going to reveal the Toho's 1959 movie called The Three Treasures, or also known as in Japan called The Birth of Japan, as a tagline for the title called Nippon Tanjō. The movie has had an interesting history we're going to discuss. To celebrate that time, Toho was going to celebrate the 1000th film, like 1000th film, ever since when Toho was first founded in the 1930s. To celebrate a 1000th film, the movie, The Three Treasures, or known as The Birth of Japan, was starting our main character named Prince Osu Yamamoto, played by the great Toshiro Mifune. Best known he was portrays any a samurai role character, like in Seven Samurai, the Samurai Trilogy. He also does make an appearance in the war film based on a real event during World War II, like Storm Over Pacific and much more. But not only Mifune also portrays Prince Yamamoto, who will later rename himself Yamamoto Takeru, he also portrays one of a god who fought the eight-headed dragon, based off of Japanese mythologists. Speaking of that, does the Three Treasures have a monster in it? Answer is yes, there is. It's called Orochi, or known as Yamamoto no Orochi. Was an eight-headed dragon, has 8 heads and 8 tails in one tail. The length of this monster was 300 meters in length, as he was the biggest monster ever. Akira Watanabe worked on a concept design for this monster. Orochi was later to become precursor to King Ghidorah until 1964. In this movie, The Three Treasures has a familiar actor for the past Godzilla films, including some actors who will later appear in the Godzilla franchise. Like, we have Akira Takarada, who making only small appearances in this movie, plays one of a prince, along with a young actor Akira Kubo, who also portrays the prince, an actor who later appears in the Invasion of Astro Monster along with Kumi Mitsuno. Mitsuno's character was very interesting, but she was very young in that movie, along with the great Akihiko Hirata portrays one of Yamamoto Takeru's men. And he was really great to have seen this guy in action again, along with Jun Dasaiki, who later appears in King Kong vs. Godzilla. But there are a lot of good familiar faces that you may know who it is, like right in front of you. The movie was directed by the same guy who directing the Samurai Trilogy runs in 1954 to all the way to the third movie. And the music was handled by the great Akira Ifukube. His score in the movie was very outstanding. Really great music in this movie. And it really is. I really recommend you guys want to check to find it, but the movie was actually had 3 hours to watch. Why 3 hours? Well, I don't know. Well, there's also a talk about the story about the gods and how they created the island shortly after when the Earth was created, so they had to create the island to make it Earth perfect, like make sure everything's okay or whatever. A lot of familiar actors like Kenichi Kobayashi portrays one of a god, which is he's really hard to find, but there's so many gods actor. I mean, seriously, there are really a lot of them. Anyway, Mifune's role as both of the characters really good. I like him to play as one of a god who fought the eight-headed dragon. After he killed the dragon, the sword just came out of him, which became a sacred to protect Japan ever since. The reason why he came down to Earth because in this film, after he killed the pony right in front of his sister who had been fighting each other, so he was sent in punishment to Earth for his punishment for what he did. Yeah, I was really grossed out when he did. That was not very nice to do that to that poor pony. But Mifune's also, but his other role as Yamamoto Takeru was really interesting. And I kind of like the story, but it does kind of a little bit too boring with all this stuff going on. But there's also what it came in the US, about 90 minutes straight. Was probably 90 minutes with an English subtitle, but apparently it was lost and it was never being found. Well, I don't know why, but we never get the official release here in America yet because there's a lot of issue going on. Yeah, there are always that. Anyway, according to John LeMay's book of this book, the flood sequence was they used 10 tons of water to do in the flood scene where right after Yamamoto Takehiro was killed by Nizamini, his spirit transformed into that white bird, causing a volcanic eruption, earthquakes, and flood to take down the remaining of Nizamini. The reason why this is going on, his enemy thinks that Yamamoto Takehiro killed his brother, but he didn't kill him. He just let go of him. Because, well, I don't know. But I know some of you guys already seen this movie. Like Titan Goji, he saw that movie, and he was totally right. But it depends whenever you can see. But if you're having trouble to sleep, it helps. Like if you're watching 3 hours movie, it might help. Like he said, trust me, it helps. So yeah, and another character, Ulto Tachibara, this character cannot fall in love with a man. The reason why? Because she serves a god, and she had forbidden to fall in love with any man, including Yamamoto Takehiro, because she keep breaking sacred law, but it'll cause the anger of the gods. But if you don't follow what they tell you, there will come down on you. But in order to offer the peace, is you have to give your life. But that was totally stupid, for my opinion. The Three Treasures, when it came out in Japan, it became the highest grossing movie ever made in 1959. With 3-hour film, but it was kind of okay, but the reason who the enemy was, it turns out it was Yamamoto Takehiro's father's advisor who wants Yamamoto Takehiro to die, as in place one of his nephew can do it. Was one of them who were played by Akira Takarada and Akira Kubo. But after they were appearing in the last time they seen each other, but they were never being seen again. Because of the limit of the screen time, I guess. So when after this movie came out, the legacy of this movie is where Toho decided to loosely remake of this movie to become Yamamoto Takehiro in 1994. But I'm going to save it when I get there till next year. But it only depends on me. Well, that's all I have to say for the Three Treasures, or known as the Birth of Japan. Stay tuned to the next episode. I'm going to review one more movie for this year of 2021. For GojiFan98's Toho Kaiju-A-Thon. I am going to reveal the 1962 movie, Gorath. Stay tuned for that one. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. And I will always stay with you fans, and GojiFan99 will always be here for more. And do more videos in the future. So yeah, so stay with you fans. As always, sorry more, my friends. Bye!